What is up, you guys? Trey here, and today I have a very, very good video for you guys. It is the sudden death match between um, Bryce Young and Kenny Pickett uh, to determine the winner of the Madden QB kick return contest. So, as I go through here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to explain to you guys how this is going to work. So, each QB is going to get a total of 10 returns. Now, we're not going for who gets the most returns or, who can bring it back. We're gonna go by who gets the most yards in those 10 returns. So for every return, I'm gonna, see how many yards they get from it, and then I'm gonna add it up. And then at the end, whoever has the most yards is gonna be declared our champion. Now, obviously, I can't do them both at the same time, so Bryce Young is going to go first. I have my calculator in front of me. It's going to be a lot of going to the instant replay and whatnot to make sure that we got the amount of yards down just right. But as always, we're doing the return middle, deep middle, and we're going against the Buccaneers as well. So here we go. Bryce Young gonna take the return here. Bryce, oh my god, Bryce Young is a fucking god. This just won. Well, there's 100 yards right there. There's 100 yards right there. Don't even need to do the instant replay on that. Bryce Young is just fucking ungodly at these. And gets taken down. Okay, hold on. I gotta make sure that Okay, I had to make sure I hit the pause button at the right moment, so we can see where he got to for the next. Okay, so this is about as far up as he made it, and we're going to call that 26 yards. So let me add that to his total for attempt number 2, 26. Bryce Young, 2 for 2, that was just insane here. And Bryce Young gets caught up. That was my fault. That was my fault, but we're going to see where he got to on that one. And he is going to get to... Does he push forward anymore? No. We're going to call that the 28 as he does fall back down there. So that is the 28-yard line. So we're going to add that up and move on to the next one. Attempt number 4. Well, return number 4, not attempt. And he's going to get brought down super quick, and that's going to cost him a few yards. Tried to fight there, and because he got his footing back, man, that was not a good return. So right here, he's at the 25. He gets pushed back, but he sheds this right here, and he's on his own feet back at the 21. So that eliminates his forward progress, and therefore... But does he get... Okay, we're going to call this the 20... Because right there... So, no, he does... Okay, we're going to call this the 22. I'm going to call it the 21 because he did take that step back. So, add another 21 yards to his total. He still has 6 attempts to go. See what he can do, and that's... You're going to see here. He gets up, and that's the 24. That was pretty plain to see. So add another 24 yards to his total. He has 5 attempts left. And, I thought he could have that there. And we're going to call that the 31-yard line. He did make it up to the 31, so add 31 yards to his total. He has 4 attempts left. And that's going to be the 29-yard line for Bryce Young on that one. But just to be fair, I'm going to just make sure, as I will on every single one, no matter how clear it is, we're going to make sure that that is definitely... Wait a minute, though. Actually, I'm glad that I did check that, because this angle here, it looks to me like that ball, it's a close one. Let's see, where is it at? I don't know. I'm going to call that the 30. I'm going to say that that's 30. He has 3 attempts left, but I am going to say that that's the 30. 3 attempts left for Bryce Young. And he's going to get chased down here, and that was not good. That was not ideal for Bryce Young. We're going to see where to call him down at. I tried to juke and it didn't work. So I was up to that juke got me to the 19. I got pushed back, but the thing is, right there, Bryce Young has shedded that block. He dove backwards to the 11, and that is where the game is saying that he is down at the 11-yard line. Actually, we can call that the... yeah, down at the 11, but do I want to give it up to the 19? Let me see here. Does this look as though the defender pushed him all the way? The defender is off of him here, so I don't understand why he would jump. The defender is off of him, so I'm going to say that, yes, he is down at the 11. So only adding 11 yards on that return. He only has 2 left. And Bryce Young gonna make the most of it here. Bryce Young is gonna take this to the house for an additional 100 yards. This just made this extremely rough for Kenny Pickett, and Bryce still has another shot. Bryce still has one more attempt here. Bryce Young gonna take it to the outside, and that is gonna be the 20. Let me see here. Let me see. Because every yard does count in this. Is this gonna be... This is gonna be the 24. The ball, I mean, you could say that he's over the 24 there, but the ball does not reach the 25, and he takes his arm back there. So I'm calling that the 24, adding to his total. Bryce Young has a total of 395 yards, ladies and gentlemen. So Kenny Pickett has to beat 395 yards in order to be champion. This is... I don't want to... Yeah, it's going to be hard for Kenny Pickett. I'm just saying that now. 395 yards put up by Bryce Young, and it's insane. But we're going to ready up here as Pittsburgh and get on with it. So let me just, before I forget here, let me go to my notes in my phone and just write down the number 395 so that we remember. And we are going to... Oh, I'm going to have to get GTA Plus, guys. Okay, I'm going to stop, though, because I do need to get this video underway. I'm going to have to get GTA Plus. Holy shit. Okay, so we have Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is only an 81 overall speed. And here we go. Kenny Pickett needs to beat 395 yards. Which is not... I mean, so he needs, on average, right around... I want to say... Ooh, yeah, an average of like 40 yards a return almost. This is not going to be easy for Kenny Pickett, but let's see if he can do what Bryce Young did and come out and make a statement with a return right here, number 1. And he goes down at the 25. We don't need to review that. That was the 25. That one I could see clearly enough to not worry about reviewing it here, and trying to stay on his feet, drug down again. We're going to have to see where that one ended up here. Okay, so he gets hit first here, spins out of it. The ball does cross over the, let's see, 5, 6. It does cross over the 27 there. Does he? No, he does not get many steps back. So we're going to call that 27 yards. So we are going to call that 27 yards. And move on to the next attempt. Kenny Pickett's going to need to return a couple here in order to do this. And things are not looking good for Kenny Pickett and the Steelers. Let's go to the instant replay here. And we're going to call that the 26. And knocked forward to about the 27, I want to say, on that one. Yes, he gets knocked forward. He's going to be down at the 26, actually. He has 6 returns left. Kenny Pickett needs to do something here. He's got to do something. He's got to come out and shock the world here. He might have it here. Kenny Pickett, he did not get it, but that was a very good return for Kenny. But we need to see where he went out. That was a very good help. Very, very big help. He's going to get a really good return there, and he is out. We're going to call that the 49 on the other side of the field, which means a 51-yard return for Kenny Pickett, which helps big time here. But he needs to get going. He needs some more of those long returns. It could. And okay. Gonna get to the 34, I do believe. And also, I'm not counting how many yards back in the end zone they are. I've not been counting that. I've just been counting where they get to, the yard line that they get to. And that is going to be the 34. I'm going to call that the 34. Kenny Pickett has 4 more attempts. He's going to have to bring one to the house here soon. He's going to have to bring one to the house if he wants a shot. And that is not going to go well. He is going to make it to the 26. Things aren't going good here. Kenny Pickett needs some huge returns if he wants to win. He's got 3 attempts. He has to have one of these go to the house. He's got to have it and just runs into blockers, fumbles the ball. We are going to go to the spot that he actually fumbled, which was the 24. We are going to give him 24 yards. He has to have an incredible... So let's see. Kenny Pickett has 2 more attempts. One of these has to go to the house. And this one might actually go to the house. Kenny Pickett is going to have a chance. Kenny Pickett is going to take this to the house. That is 100 yards. So, that is what Kenny Pickett needed. But in order to win, let's see. So the mark that Kenny Pickett has to beat, he has to go all the way. Let's see. He has to get to the 44 on the other side of the field. Actually, the 43. 44 on the other side of the field is where he needs to get to tie, and the 43 is where he has to get to win everything. Which means he needs a 57-yarder to win, or a 56 to tie, which I don't even know what I'm going to do if it's a tie. But here we go. This is for everything. And Kenny Pickett is going to win everything on the last damn play. Celebrate all you want. Kenny Pickett, you have won. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that. The last 2 in a row, Kenny took him to the house. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Kenny Pickett with a final total of 439 yards. I'm in shock. I am very much so in shock. 439 yards. The last 2, Kenny took them both to the house. I mean, just wow, guys. That was awesome. Kenny Pickett knew what he needed, and that was the one right there. And funny enough, look who it is who could have saved the day for Bryce Young, the guy who has been haunting me through all 32 of these videos. And he just misses. He just completely misses. And Kenny looks back, and Kenny Pickett knew. And bam, right there is the moment that Kenny Pickett secures his spot as number 1 in this tournament. Congratulations to Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as much as that pains me to say. You guys have won. However, this is not it for this series of videos, because I'm going to be doing a bunch of other quarterbacks. There's still a lot of quarterbacks that we all know and love, and so yeah, we're going to be doing them. I'm going to try to... For ones who are in free agency, I'm just going to sign them to the team that they're most notably played on. But the people, like, if they're, still currently in the NFL, I'm doing their current teams. So anyway, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed the series. It was a lot of fun to make, except for Jimmy fucking Garoppolo. But anyway, it was a lot of fun to make, and especially this episode, I wanted to do something different than, just who gets. My first thought was I'm just gonna, go back and forth to see who returns it first. I'll do one with Kenny Pickett and then one with Bryce Young, but that would be too much unless I put both teams in here. So anyway. That's just insane. And actually, I'm surprised Kenny Pickett didn't trip up right there. But anyway, you guys, if you enjoyed this series and this video, make sure you leave a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and tap that bell so you get notified every time I upload. And until next time, peace, you guys. Bye.